Hello everybody, Adam King, the King Source here. Today we're talking about Hal Steinbrenner's insane comments today and attempting to break it down so we can understand what he's saying. So we have heard from several reporters, including on your screen, Andy Martino, that Hal Steinbrenner is hitting at subtle changes after going 82-80, missing the playoffs. Can't do any big reveals now, one source said, but yeah. What does this tell us? I think the only changes will be Michael Fishman and some of the nerds. That's it. That's on the personnel side. On the players' side, this tells me they might go big to try to prove their system works. What does go big means? Trade for Soto, sign Snell, sign Hader, trade for McMahon, add a third bat, maybe sign Yamamoto with Snell. I don't think they signed Yamamoto, but the way this is sounding, it could. Maybe sign Imanaga. Wholesale changes on the roster instead of personnel-wise is what this is speaking to me. The feel I'm getting. Okay? I'm not 100% sure what to think about this, but bear in mind, the Cubs reporters are talking about the Cubs being interested in Juan Soto. And they've all mentioned the Yankees have far better chances. If the Yankees do offer Pereira, Thorpe, and Volpe, it's over. He'll be a Yankee. Which the word around baseball is that's going to happen. So that'd be the first move I could see happening, and the Yankees are not trading for Soto without extending him. Or some insurance he'll extend. Keep that in mind. But this means the Yankees are going to spend big, and I've heard 3 times in the last week that they'll take the payroll near $300 million. Because Hal is that furious. So are his nieces and nephew who are now involved in the team, as we have heard. Another statement that is quoted to Hal. Where is it? See if I can pull it back up here. I had it up a few minutes ago, and then it kind of went poof. I hate when Twitter does that. You're reading a tweet, and all of a sudden it just changes the timeline. I have to go find it again. I know who posted it, so luckily I should be able to find it easily. But yes, Cashman's not going anywhere. At this point, I cannot see Boone going anywhere. I think Sean Casey will be back. And the offense actually performed a lot better after Casey was hired. Keep that in mind. Hal Steinbrenner says the team might make some personal changes after 3 days of meetings. Last week followed the New York's Yankees' worst season in 3 decades. This is why I think there'll be player changes and not personnel. They don't blame the coaching, they blame the players. So, yeah, now another thing on this meeting, talk about with Hal, is the agenda included everything from analytics to weight room practices to clubhouse culture and beyond. One of the key topics was communication between major league coaches and player development groups. Without a doubt, major issue, yeah. So they're obviously working on things. Okay? They're obviously trying to figure out ways to be more stable, healthier, etc. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But in the end, I think Michael Fishman gets canned, and that's about it. Player-wise, I think this makes Juan Soto a lock and either Candelario or McMahon a lock to get some impact lefty bats. Who would the third bat be? Well, it's not going to be Cody Bellinger. He posted a very fond message on his Instagram to Cubs fans and the Cubs about loving his time, and nowhere did he hint he'd be leaving, and he talked as a player who's planning to extend, to stay. So keep that in mind. What positions can the Yankees look for a lefty bat for? Center field. Kevin Kiermaier has been talked about, but I've been told not to expect it. Unless he would sign for under $5 million, which that's not happening. He just made more than that. To be exact, just type in Kevin Kiermaier contract on Google, click on the spot track, and it will tell you. And he's also going to be 34 next year. I don't see Castro going after that old of a player when Hal wants younger players. But he just made $9 million, so for 2023. So I don't see a ghost of a chance on Kiermaier. I would say Bellinger, if I didn't know about the information I told you about. Just looking around baseball, I could see him going after Dylan Carlson of the Cardinals again. Switch hitting center fielder who could become your extra outfielder once Jason Dominguez get back. But you add Juan Soto, you don't really have an outfield opening. They could just throw Esteban Florial out there, as I've been told is likely. So outfield not really there. One thing they could do is put Volpe in that Soto package and put Trey Sweeney, 6'5" shortstop, who projects to be better than Corey Seager. He's a little bigger than Corey Seager at shortstop. You have him and a 6'5" second baseman and DJ. Nothing is getting through that infield. Especially you have Ryan McMahon and Anthony Rizzo back. So that's one way they could do it. Austin Wells will provide a power lefty bat for catcher, and he projects out about 33 homers, by the way, over a full season. And he was great defensively. So that's what I would look at. And again, with the statements coming out from Hal Steinbrenner and all of them about this meeting, it feels more like they're going to make a lot of player moves, but the only personnel move will actually be Michael Fishman and a few of his nerds. But the King Source, have a great day, everybody, and remember, the King Source loves you.
What's your IQ? You seem like a very, very intelligent man.
You did it took the IQ, I got 161, 169.
So obviously you're smarter than me. Is that right?
Albert Einstein's IQ was 164.